Well, hello and welcome back to the Growth Mindset Collective here with Niki Hall. Hi, Niki, how are you today?
Hello, Ava. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. Still summertime, so I'm taking advantage of the beautiful golden weather. So, how's the weather where you are?
It's pretty nice and hot. It's nice because you could go to the beach now and it's not as crowded.
Yeah, and you moved to the beautiful Kelowna, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I got mountains everywhere.
nice. I love BC. Yeah, I've been there many times.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So today, guys, welcome. And today we'd love to talk about effective action, turning ideas into results. So we all have dreams, goals, and ideas, but what separates those who think about change from those who experience transformation is the ability to take effective, aligned action. What do you think, Nikki? What do you have for us today? Share. I love listening your wisdom.
First thing I want to do is caution you not to find a reason in your character not to develop an idea. Like for example, I was a technical writer at one point in my life, and there was a person who always tried to eclipse me in what I was doing. And of course, when I first started, I didn't have the answer of how to deal with that. So things like that, if you're looking forward and you see something, it might stop you or might cause you to feel inadequate, that you can't bring a new idea to fruition. But please don't do that. Start by looking at the idea, knowing it's a good idea, and believing in yourself right off the bat. And in believing in yourself, there comes some accountability there. So what I've developed in habit and in routine is that I have a sizable network of ladies and we help each other out. So if I'm going to develop a new idea that I really strongly believe in myself for, I will either hire somebody like a mentor to move me through it with effective thinking, or I will get a small group of advisors or associates that have gone before me in this area to be in a collective so I could possibly call on them when I need to, when I get a glitch or when I don't have that spot in forward thinking. Right? It's Ava and I have been doing this for years now. It's really important that you don't just depend on yourself, right, Ava?
I love what you're saying here, and it's absolutely true. Like, you either need a mentor, somebody who guide you through it, or accountability partners are very important. And I share that actually in one of my programs too, as one of the crucial steps of developing that either idea or business or whatever you're working with, to, not to give up, in the first signs of, oh, what if it doesn't work or something like that. Like Nikki was saying, have them work through that because, we're not perfect. We don't know everything that's going on. And like Nikki says, go after the people who have already achieved what you're looking to achieve, even if it's something slightly different, because they've done it. They know the steps and they'll clarify things for you sometimes if you feel like you're a little bit foggy on some idea or something, like that. I feel clarity is big. Without a clear goal, actions can be scattered, and then the first signs of doubt, you'll probably give up, you know or at
Mhm.
least, if not give up, maybe it'll take you twice as long. You're gonna keep coming back to it, back and forth like a yo-yo, right? So there's many things we can say about that, but I love what you said about that, Nikki. Anything
Also,
else?
yeah, are you kidding?
I know it's a topic we could talk about all day, for sure.
It is. Well, mindset, we could go on and on and on. But our mentors, our teachers, Ava and I's teachers, have said to us, and we've heard them say so many times that we can't count it anymore, that they are always scared. They are always in fear because they're constantly in evolution, they're constantly in change, they're constantly uncomfortable because they're creating a new pathway for themselves, a new growth area. There's always the element of fear. There's always the element of discomfort. They just learn to embrace risk, get used to being uncomfortable, and know that that is a factor that you will not get rid of when you're moving into a new idea.
Hmm. Especially if it's something you really haven't done much. Like, I'll be honest here with you, and I grew up in a family that, yeah, we all went to work, we all did things. But in my background, nobody really built a business from scratch. It was either already done up, they just continued or whatever. So when I actually ventured out from the 9 to 5 job and imagined myself creating a business, yeah, there was a lot of uncertainty because I've never done it. But I
Mhm.
hire people to show me how to do it. My mindset would be, sometimes, ooh, can I do this? Like, is this, even possible for me from this background? And then, thanks to my accountability partners, thanks to my mentors, I was able to shift my mindset and say, yes, I can do this too. I've done 101 other things. What's different about this one? Maybe it's like, riding a bicycle. I'm sure nobody's born and, hey, I know how to ride. You had to learn, right? So it's like
Yes,
anything else, like
yes,
even a business, you learn as you go. And the bigger the things you do, sometimes there's bigger stakes at hand. But that's okay. That's all part of the learning. That's part of the process and not giving up when,
well,
things get, tough.
yeah, well, that's the thing. You shouldn't actually look at yourself as a failure when a challenge comes in and you don't know what it is. Some of our mentors have taught us that the definition of failure is when you quit, is when you stop. If you look at people in sports, let's say baseball or basketball, they probably miss more than they hit, but they've never walked off.
Yeah.
They've never walked off. Some of the people that you would interview in that have won Olympic gold and status will say to you to your face, there were other people that were better than me, but they quit. So the secret is to keep going, be patient, learn to live with fear, and keep going.
Yeah, and the power of the small steps sometimes, have you ever, taken one small step, but then consistent actions led you to something big? Like, we're asking you guys, like, have you ever done anything like that? Sit down, think about it, do some journaling if you have to. Consistency is the key, Um, after all, nobody's, my mom used to have the saying, they didn't build Krakow overnight, Yeah,
Yes,
consistent
exactly.
yeah, it takes time. So, anything else, Nikki, we wanna drop in here?
Yeah, the one thing you want to do is you want to have real clarity in your vision. And Ava mentioned journaling. It's really a good idea to write out your idea because writing out your idea causes a process of thinking that you wouldn't have otherwise if you just put it all in your head. And the first order of creation is order. The first rule of creation is order. So you want to write it down. You want to have your vision. You want to have it clearly, and you want to be able to share your vision. So you want to be able to speak to it as well as you can. Like people that go on Shark Tank, for example, they have like this condensed elevator pitch and they know all their information and they're ready. You want to be as hands-on and as knowledgeable as possible so you can connect the growth dots as you go. I want to give an example that's off. a little bit from here. I just moved into a brand new building, and there's about 196 units here, and there's only 60 that are rented so far. And of course, they're running into these little errors, and this is a bit of a state-of-the-art building. So it's a new building, all sorts of new things are in it. And my air went off. It's like 37 degrees outside here, Celsius, and my air went off. And I called the guy up, and he was looking at the system and how to do this. But even though you know something, you're still growing into something. And this man said, I don't know this. He had to go get the manual and call somebody just to know how to reset, how to fix. So there's nothing wrong with not having the appropriate knowledge. Even if you're put on the spot, you can easily say, I'll get that information for you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a great, great example because just because we don't know something now doesn't mean we have to throw in the towel and forget about it. Learn, learn a new skill or make something new. Like it doesn't have to end there just because I don't know, you know? And, and this is true story. When I was much younger, many times I didn't make some people when I did something wasn't good enough. And it's like, oh, I would shut down because the minute I heard that, I was like, I was discouraged. I was discouraged as a young kid. I was like, wow, that wasn't good enough. Oh, that's not clean enough or something. I used to get discouraged quite a bit, but then I realized that's not the way.
So,
That's not the way to do it. And I learned to retrain my mind to, I don't know it, but I will learn it. I don't,
yes,
maybe it's not up to this part, but the next time I'll make it better. But I had to make that decision, and that's the thing, decision is very important. Clarity is important. And then asking the right questions when you're along the way. But going back to the title, effective action, I want to bring up one point, Niki, busy versus productive. Because sometimes
uh,
we get busy, 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 but are we really productive?
mhm.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. So based on this title, like how do you actually tell the difference between being busy and being effective if in your own life or business? What do you say, Nikki?
Oh, I'm waiting to hear what you got to say about that. I would say, be passionate and purposeful, and you could uh, stay on point. I think the fear is the thing that makes you pretend busy.
Yeah. Yes, like even Bob Proctor used to talk about you can think, but are you really thinking or you just think you're thinking? There's a big difference between that. Just like here, busy being versus being productive. Are you seeing results? Or
Mhm.
like, for example, going to the gym. And that's just an example. Like you going to the gym and just sitting there and doing a couple things and you're wanting results. Well, if you're not really putting in the best that you can, are you really gonna see results? Probably not. So same with business, same with relationships, anything for that matter. You know, be there, be in that moment, be committed to what you're doing, and then the results will start showing up. Right, Nikki?
Yes. Yeah, you start getting momentum then, and you have to keep focus and you have to keep driving your momentum. In the momentum, you share your passion, you share your purpose, you cause people to see intention, and all of that is belief in you and in your product and your business. It's all win-win as far as taking an idea to fruition and causing that fruition to become a career success.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, three things I would kind of want you to take away from this is decide one priority for the week that truly matters to you, maybe. Because some people are more advanced than others and vice versa. Then break into small steps if you have to and commit to taking at least one action daily because maybe two is too much for you at this point. But if you're somebody who's already two, then take it one up, do three now. So, you have to play on with your own life, right? and then reflect with gratitude at the end of the week on what actually worked for you. And if something didn't, that's okay. You have learned from it, and now you keep expanding your mindset, your growth. Turn to your mentor, coach. If you don't have one, hey, there's some lovely ladies that are happy to help you. So, remember, transformation doesn't have to, doesn't happen by accident. It happens when intention meets action. You already have everything within you to create results. The only question is, will you take that step? Right? So, Niki and I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you heard something valuable and helps you to move forward in whatever journey you're on. We are here for you. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Love to be coached by us. We have amazing programs for you. And yeah, we're excited to be here for you and support you on your journey. So thank you so much for watching today. Thank you, Niki, for being here. And see you guys next time. Thank you.